I'm really glad you're here. Welcome to the Psych Journal, a quiet place where we gently explore the deepest corners of the heart together, through the lens of psychology and philosophy. Let's take a slow step inward today and sit with your inner world for a while together. Ever feel like you're carrying the weight of your entire family on your shoulders, even when no one asks? You wake up before dawn, already mapping out the day. Not just your own, your siblings' school runs, your parents' unspoken worries, the bills that somehow land in your lap. It's automatic now, this quiet vigilance, like a muscle you've trained since childhood. You don't complain. You just do it. But deep down, there's a heaviness that settles in your chest, a silent question. Why is it always you? And that's where it gets deeper. This isn't about being responsible. It's about the invisible threads that tie you to everyone else's needs, pulling tighter over time. People look at you and see strength. The reliable one, the rock. He's got it all together, they say. Your friends envy your composure. Your family leans on you without a second thought. But they don't see the cracks. They mislabel it as natural leadership. Or worse, as you being fine with it all. You're the eldest, that's just how it is. Not because you're unbreakable. Because admitting the weight might make everything collapse. But the truth is, you've been shaped by expectations that started long before you could choose. It's not ambition driving you. It's this deep-seated sense of duty, woven into your identity like an old scar. You became the eldest son who fixes things, who steps up when chaos knocks, not because you wanted the role, because no one else seemed to fill it, and the family needed an anchor. Here's the part nobody says out loud. This burden isn't just tasks, it's emotional. Carrying worries that aren't yours, absorbing tensions like a sponge. You feel it in quiet moments, when the house is still, and you're left with the echo of everyone else's unresolved pain. It starts early, doesn't it? Maybe your home was a storm of arguments, financial strain, or silent neglect. As the eldest, you learn to read the room, to intervene before things shattered. Not because you were born wise, because survival demanded it, protecting your siblings, shielding your parents from more hurt. For many, it's a nervous system with some sensitivity. Sounds, emotions, expectations, they hit you harder, like amplified static. You step in to quiet the noise, not for praise, but for peace. Or perhaps it's from childhood chaos. Criticism rained down, or love was conditional on your performance. You adapted by becoming the buffer, the one who holds it together. You didn't become this overnight. It was layer by layer, each responsibility adding to the load until it felt normal. And that's where it gets deeper. Overthinking creeps in, hypervigilance, always scanning for the next crisis. What if you fail? What if they fall apart without you? Not because you're controlling, because letting go feels like abandonment, a betrayal of the role you never asked for. Burnout sneaks up too. Emotional depletion from years of giving with little refill. Meaning fatigue sets in. Why keep carrying when it drains you dry? For some, it's an identity split. The performing self outside, capable, calm. The real self inside, exhausted, unseen. Every pathway feels personal, doesn't it? But remember, it's not a flaw. It's an adaptation, born from love mixed with necessity. Your body tells the story too. That tightness in your shoulders, it's cortisol, the stress hormone, building up from constant alertness. Your amygdala, that inner alarm system, fires quicker now. It senses family tension like smoke, urging you to act. Not because you're anxious by nature, because repeated burdens have tuned it sensitive, always ready for the next wave. Then there's the prefrontal cortex, your pause button. It helps you choose calm over chaos, but when overloaded, it fatigues, leaving you numb. Dopamine dulls too. Rewards feel muted when every win is just survival, not joy. It's poetic, really. Your nervous system became a sanctuary for others, but at what cost to your own quiet? Inside, it's a whirlwind masked as stillness. You smile through family dinners, nod at demands, but your mind races. When do I get to breathe? Your chest feels heavy, like stones stacked one by one. Not anger, more like quiet resignation. A fatigue that whispers, enough. Here's a micro-confession. You envy your siblings' freedom, but guilt follows instantly. They need you, you think. Another. Late at night, you scroll mindlessly, avoiding the void where your own dreams should be. And one more. Saying no feels like failure, so you say yes, then resent the silence that follows. You act normal outside, jokes, plans, presents, but inside you collapse, craving solitude to recharge the depleted core. It's not what people think. This isn't selfishness. It's the eldest son's quiet battle to hold space for everyone, including the parts of you that ache. The hidden cost creeps in slowly. Guilt for wanting boundaries, loneliness from connections that feel one-sided, self-blame echoes. If I were stronger, it wouldn't hurt. Missed joys, relationships, adventures, sacrificed for duty. Not because you're weak, because the burden numbs you, turning vibrant life into muted survival. Emotional numbness sets in, a fog where feelings blur. You give so much, there's little left for your own heart. It's a quiet confrontation. This trait, born from love, can steal your light if unchecked. But here's the crucial distinction. Is it peace you seek, or are you hiding? Peace feels like replenishment, time alone or quiet duties that ground you, leaving you fuller, not drained. Signs. You emerge energized, open to connection on your terms. No heaviness, just calm restoration. Hiding, though, that's different. It feels smaller, heavier, stuck, avoiding not for recharge, but from fear of more burden. Subtle signs, dread before family interactions, relief only in isolation. A growing resentment that festers, not because one is better, because knowing the difference honors your truth without shame. Another sign for peace. Choices feel empowered, not obligatory. For hiding, they feel like escape, laced with guilt. Whichever it is, you're not broken. You're human, navigating a load few understand. The repair starts small, gentle. Maybe try whispering a boundary. I need some time for this. Can we handle it together later? Not because it's easy, because it invites shared weight, lightening yours without collapse. A nervous system reset. Sit in silence, hand on heart. Breathe deep for 5 minutes. Feel the alarm soften. The body remembers safety. Sometimes a meaning reconnection helps. Journal one thing that lights you up, unrelated to family. Reclaim that spark. In relationships, seek depth over noise. Share a vulnerability with someone safe. This burden feels heavy sometimes. Watch connection bloom. Or try pacing your giving. Pause before yes. Ask, does this fill me or drain me? Permission to choose. It's not a fix overnight, but these moves feel like unraveling knots, one thread at a time. No pressure. Maybe start with one. It can help, like sunlight through cracks. You're the eldest son who's carried mountains quietly. That strength is real, but so is your right to rest. Feel seen in this. The burdens shaped you, but they don't define you. You're more than the role, deeper, freer. If this resonates, share in the comments. What's one burden you've carried? Subscribe for more quiet truths like this. And remember, in the silence after the storm, you find your own calm.